Hey, what's up guys? It's Eddie here. Since you guys did enjoy the customs loot run we did, the safe customs loot run, as much as you did, I decided to do the same thing for Interchange, but this one is going to be in two parts. So the first part is today, we are doing the Ollie one. I'll see if I can get the other one as well done. The point is, if you spawn on Ollie side, I want to make one video for how to do that, and then for the other video I want to make it for when you spawn on idea side, and then if you spawn somewhere in the middle you can just choose whichever one you want. First of all, I'd like to thank you guys for the support on the stream. February is stream month for us, so I'll be online all the time. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and to follow me on Twitch if you do like this video and if it helps you in any way. So let's start right off. We are at Ollie side. I will put a little map in your screen right now to show you where we spawn. And the thing with Interchange is it's a really PvP heavy map. That also means that most people, when they do go in, they go straight for killer and everything, which is on this side right here, like behind my cursor there. But one thing you do want to do on Interchange is as soon as you spawn into the map, get inside. Like the amount of times I've died while I'm inside is like much lower than the times I've died when I'm outside. So on Ollie, if you spawn somewhere on this side, I suggest going through the parking garage just straight up here if you're close enough. And otherwise, I'll show you in the back there is another entrance. But if you are here, you can just start it here. If you are somewhere else on that side, you can just pick up the loot run as you come in and go the same way I go. So if you don't spawn on this side of Ollie where I spawned, you probably wouldn't want to go up these stairs because you'd be too late and you wouldn't be looting these offices. Now, you can't get in here without a key, and since this is catered to newer players, I wouldn't... Wrong door. I wouldn't take all the keys with me because that doesn't show you guys much at all. There's loot on these Beardle, which is a streamer item for, I think, Deadly Slob. So there's loot on this counter. There is a key spawn. Just check the desks, because the key can spawn on them. I think that's the Ollie register key, which is worth a lot. In this office, there is a couple of PCs you can loot. Always check that. There's one PC in here, and there's a spawn for some items on that table. How you get into Ollie, you have two choices. You can go through here, and there's a couple more areas you can look through. There's nothing really here, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend going in here. This door can't even open. But this is a very safe way to go. Now this is a dead end. I wouldn't necessarily recommend going through here, but there's a duffel bag you can loot, and then here you can't go through, as you can see. So the rest is a dead end, so don't waste your time with that, but that could be a nice loot for you. This is not a door you can open, and here is where it really kicks off. So the point of this loot run basically is you want to stay to the outside of the map, but if you are here quick enough, you can check all these shelves, and there's quite a bit of loot you can find on them. Let's see if we can check all these. There's PCs here, and you should also check the desks. I don't remember which one of the four it is. Here you can find the manifests, which is a quest item. Right there, that's the Ollie manifest. Just for you guys to know. So on these shelves, there's motors, 50k right there. And they are all along this way as well. On all these shelves, you can spawn items. On a couple of these shelves right here, I think, yep, is gas analyzers to the front of the store. That's where you find the gas analyzers. But to be honest with you, I'll show you. I'll show the shelves I'm talking about, but the gas analyzers can spawn on these shelves. Looks like we're not getting very lucky ourselves right now. thing is, if you do go here, it's very close to this center bit, and this is where people might be. Also keep in mind, there's loads of scavs here. Like, it's ridiculous. And if you come across some of the scavs with the hunters, they absolutely shred through you, even if you are wearing some armor. So, if you want my personal opinion, just stay more towards the back here, because this, although it's nice if you get a couple of items here, what we're really going after is the stuff all the way back there. So you can search this toolbox. Keep looking through these shelves right here. These shelves right here. There isn't very much spawning on us, for us. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. Welcome to Escape from Tarkov. Now on these shelves can spawn, the hoses. And if you find a couple of hoses, that's a really good item to find. On top here, there's a water filter that's like 100k. Another motor that's like 50k. Keep in mind I'm doing all this on offline mode to show you guys, because there's no point in just getting shot. You could continue along here a little bit. Go a little bit further in here. Check a couple of these shelves. A couple of these up there. But normally what I do is once I get to this point, I would check these shelves. You might want to get a little bit up close with these ones and really run towards them, because some of the white tubes don't really become visible until you're pretty close, or maybe it's just my bad eyesight. But at this point, you really want to go into the back here, which is where you can also find some very nice items, like all along this. As you can see, a hose, that's another 50k. There's a toolbox here. Now these items I've got right here, 100, 200k already. The beardall, I'm not necessarily sure. Another hose, it's another 50k. There's more loot up here. Nothing in the corner there. Nope. Let me through, baby. Alright, cool. So you continue down this way. Nothing there. Now, keep in mind, this is one of those loot runs you might want to do with just a pistol and a backpack. There's all sorts of spawns up here. I find chains here all the time on this table. Right, so, and now we are at the end of this part of the map. Now, to me, I normally just go out there, and I'll show you later on. But down here is nothing. I'm just showing you right there. There's nothing there. And down this side, you get to the other side of Ollie. So that's where we went into the warehouse. And here you are at the other side of the store, and down there is to the parking garage, just to give you guys a little bit of a understanding where we are. Okay, now we didn't check those. You can, but it's also very tricky. I normally just go all the way at the back of Ollie, because otherwise to me it just feels a little bit too tricky to be like in the middle of Ollie, because there's so many scavs, and even if there's no scavs, there is loads of players going there as well. Now, we didn't take any of the items from the toolkits, and we weren't necessarily very lucky with how many spawns of items we did get on the shelves. But as you can see, 100k, 150, 250. How much would this be? I don't know. But that's already more than enough to just go out of the building here. And because we spawned on the side of Ollie, I'll show you where to get out. And once you get out here, back there is the Emacom extract. So that's not the one you need, right? One thing you can do, and I'll show you, why not? So, because of the, like, circle we did right here, this is a good thing to do. If you go out here, go along that wall there, you will get to the power station. But what you could also do is once you get out here, now keep in mind, if you spawn somewhere over there, you can also just go in there, like where we just came from, and do this loot run counterclockwise, right? If you feel like you have enough loot, just get out now. Just go down there and go alongside the edge of the map all the way to the other side. But you could also get in here. This is the yeah, I kind of want to show you this. Now, there's toolkits all along here. Alright, once you get over here, you have two choices. Hard word. Either you go all the way down there, so you just get down on the right here, and you go along the edge of the map, or you go in here. Now keep in mind, if you spawn over there somewhere, closer to Emacom checkpoint, you could either do the run so far we did counterclockwise, if we did it clockwise, or you can come in here. Now, I wouldn't bother with the stuff in here. There's a couple of things that can spawn in here and up here. Some attachments. Nothing too crazy. But here is where some of the really good stuff is. Because it's not the biggest items you can find up here. But there's loads of these toolboxes. And people generally don't go for these in the loot runs. They go for either the tech stores, like the screws, that's like 15k. Here, D-fuel. There you go. That's another 65k. Something like that. Now check on these shelves, because they can spawn anything. These scissors are worth like 70k at the moment. Screwdrivers not really worth much. Another toolkit. I'm not going to loot it right now, because reasons. Time reasons. Loads more items can spawn on these, like that. Some what do you call these? Pliers. I forgot the word. Other toolbox. Items can spawn on these racks. Right over here. Down there. And you can continue this way. Item spawns there. There in between, I'm pretty sure. Weapons crate. More item spawns on the shelves. Left here. More there. Like, all these shelves can spawn more hoses if you're lucky. Then, even more loot. Look at that. What's that? Measurement tape. That's not worth a lot. And here, I would just go... hand drill. Nice. Here I would get out here then. That's the power station. You can either go for the power station, but it has probably been looted. So what I would recommend you do then is you have two choices. Either you go through there, through the parking garage, and just get over to that side of the map, or you go around, I'll show you real quick, or you go around here. I would go to the right earlier. I wouldn't necessarily run here. I would just have gone through there, along the wall, all the way around, all the way around, all the way around. and then all the way to along the wall, straight as an arrow, and that's where you get the extract. So as you can see, we only touched like the outside of the wall, and that's one way to do it. So this is what I do if I'm in a tight nick situation on Interchange and I need the money. The reason I have two different ways of doing it is because if I spawn on Ollie side, I always get out here. I don't go through the other side right there, because even here, there's quite a hefty chance in this Goshen area where we just went through to come across someone that spawned over at this side somewhere around here. But normally, because if someone spawns here, my feeling is that the first thing they'll check is this little power station here. So that gives us a little bit of security that they won't be here going in, running in there straight away. But when they're done here and they go in there, like, a little bit tricky, and all the people that spawn over at this side will also be moving that way when they're doing their loot runs. But on Idea, they normally go a little bit different, and I'll show you that in the next video, so they don't just come through here and then grab Goshen. So I hope it helps you guys. This is how I do it. As you can see, 15, like 80, 150, 250, 350, 400k, and I don't know what these two sell for by heart. So that's a lot of money with a pretty safe loot run. You can get more, you can get less, obviously. It's just Tarkov, so you have to be a little bit lucky, but this is the Ollie side Interchange loot run. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it helps you guys. I hope you get loads of loot this way, and you don't run across any PMCs while doing this. Thank you guys for watching. If you did like it, leave a like on the video. Please make sure to subscribe if you're new and you haven't yet. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys later. Eddie, out.